This is crazy. I just looked down and it said I was doing 43. Hey, what's up? Duff here. Going out for a ride. I'm going out for a Dunkin' Donuts ride, a late day Dunkin' Donuts ride, which isn't all that unusual, but what is unusual is what I'm going to be riding for this late day Dunkin' Donuts ride. This will give you a hint. Yes, the V13 demo from eWheels is here. Right there it is, sitting on its side, because it doesn't have a really good kickstand. That just came today. It came from New York. Kevin Halderman was the last one that got it. He did a great job packing it up and getting it sent to me, and FedEx, believe it or not, actually delivered the wheel when they said they were going to, which was amazing. So I pulled the wheel out of the box already. I'm not doing an unboxing of it. It's not my wheel, so you know, most unboxings are kind of on the boring side, so I decided to not do that. But I do have the wheel ready to go. Kevin charged the wheel up to almost full, I believe, before sending it to me, so the wheel's ready to go. I'm gonna go do my standard 20-mile Dunkin' Donuts ride, and we're gonna see how this feels on the wide open road together. Hey, if your garage door is already open, just hit the enter key and it'll close. Full disclosure, this is not the first time I'm stepping on the wheel. I actually did take it out for like 5 minutes just to get the pads where they'll work for me. I had to move them way up from where they were, just because of my strange dimensions, you know, so I have the pads moved way forward, but it seems like they'll be workable for me. I'm going to fire up I don't think Darkness Spot knows what to do with the V13 yet. Let me just double check it, because I have the Darkness Spot does see a V13. Let's try to connect to it. Does not appear to like it. It looked like it was going to try to connect, but then it just kind of hung. So we will go to the Inmotion app to track this ride. All right, speed control. New firmware detected. I don't think I want to load firmware quite yet. Speed control at 56 miles an hour. All right, here we go. So that should be documenting our ride, and let's roll on this massively heavy wheel. All right, so during that 5-minute ride that I mentioned earlier, wheel feels heavy. Now, you know, once you get rolling, it felt better, of course, but it's a you know, this is the heavy. I thought the EX20S was heavy. This is heavier. But ironically, even though it's heavier than the EX20S, it actually has a rather slim profile. It's surprisingly slim for a wheel that's this heavy. So that's kind of nice. I generally like wheels that are thinner than fatter, so we'll see how this goes. What I've done to the wheel since getting it is obviously unbox it, take it out of transport mode, and then put 200 PSI in the shocks on both sides. That's what Kevin said he was running, so I did the same thing. So not only is this another suspension wheel, but this is the first 22-inch suspension wheel that I've ever ridden on. So it's a new combination for me. I can tell you from my initial ride earlier and what I'm experiencing so far, the feel of the suspension is not nearly as soft as the Sherman S, for example, or the EX20S. Which is something I've heard other people mention as well. I can tell, I mean, it'll do the job and it'll absorb the bumps, but it does not feel as good as some of the other suspension wheels that I've ridden, which is fine, you know. Be interesting to take this thing into the swamp though, wouldn't it? Might scare the gators away. So I'm just cruising what feels like a comfortable, moderate speed, and I look down and it says I'm doing 34 miles an hour without even trying, without even thinking about it. So yeah, when you're in a wheel this big, speed is not going to feel the same as it does on smaller wheels for sure. And just for reference, when I left, the onboard display showed that I was at 97% battery. You know, that's been one of the knocks on this wheel, is the range is not superior. So it'll be interesting when I do my range test, see what kind of range I get. I do not expect to get the 70 miles that I got on the Sherman S or the EX20S. The grip on these pedals feels fine, even though they're not fancy looking spiked pedals. Definitely feel grippier than the stock Sherman S pedals. So, you know, even though visually they're not that attractive, I think they get the job done. I don't know that it would be a priority to have to switch these pedals out right away. This is kind of crazy how the illusion of speed, or just your sense of speed on this wheel is different. Like what would feel on another wheel, like I'm going maybe upper 20s or whatever. I just look down, it says I'm doing 39 miles an hour. You know, that's app adjusted, so it's actually, you know, a little high, but still. I'm going like 10 miles an hour faster than what I thought I was doing consistently, and it's easy. And I heard other people talk about this, the sensation on the V11, or I'm sorry, on the V13. It makes speed seem deceptively easy. It's a very tall wheel. Now with me, with my giraffe proportioned legs, it's good for me, it feels good. But you definitely are engaging more of your lower body to shift this wheel around. Like I'm not quite sure how someone like Dawn was riding this thing, because the sides of it are just super, super tall. Great for tall guys though. This is crazy. I just looked down and it said I was doing 43, which is like my right at the biting edge of what I do in my speed runs, you know, for very brief periods of time. I'm cruising that, and I don't feel that nervous. This is unique, for sure. Yeah, as I'm hitting some of these bumps at speed, I mean the suspension is feeling a little tight, like a little, I don't know, just it feels like, I don't know, maybe I need less pressure. Maybe 200 psi is too much for the way that I like a wheel to feel, because it just there isn't all that much give. You know, I'm hitting just like these little dips in the path, and they're jolting me a little bit more than I would expect with a suspension wheel. As I'm doing like these turns, I can see a little bit of what Jack was talking about. Jack did that test where he tested a bunch of wheels on a track. How yeah, like how you get wobbles as you're trying to lean into the turn with the V13. Definitely feeling that. But again, I mean, that could just be something that gets better with acclimation to the wheel. But right now, yeah, I can definitely feel what he was talking about. Acceleration feels very, very smooth, very linear. Yeah, like I said, it's, you know, without even thinking, I'm up into the 30s. Without trying hard, this wheel does want to go fast. Got a little bit of agility testing here in this sort of twisty part of the trail. Not too bad. But yeah, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I gotta lean into it, baby. Lean into it. And no car, good. Yeah, I definitely think I want to let some PSI out of the shocks though. I'm just not feeling the cush. I like the cush, man. Give me some cush. Can you see that? Whoa. 44 miles an hour, top speed. On that segment, that's kind of crazy, guys. That's kind of crazy. Battery down to 79%. I think I said I was at 97 when I left. Let's see what the Inmotion app says. 11.9 miles according to the app so far. And yeah, wow, okay. Let's go get some coffee.
Mocha latte? No.
Sounded like a tough order. So yeah, guys, I've ridden a lot of wheels. obviously, and I've never had one that made speed feel as inconsequential as this thing does. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure when I go out to do my new top speed test that this will be my top speed king, because wow, so far so good. Have a live stream tonight, 9 o'clock. You won't see this. This video will be published after the live stream, but yeah, there's a live stream tonight. So yeah, check that out. Just drinking a couple more sips and then we'll get back. Yeah, just getting out of that parking lot, try to do a couple sharp 90s, 90-degree turns. Wasn't easy, did not come naturally. And again, it's just acclimation, you know, just getting the physics of the wheel figured out. But I'm just, man, I'm blown away by the straight line speed of this thing. So my plans for the night, I'm gonna get back, shower up. I'm gonna go out and go to the one bar that I eat dinner at sometimes, and have a couple of alcoholic drinks, get some food, then come back and do my live stream and probably drink some more. Sounds like a great Saturday night to me, right? Just like when I took the Sherman S on the range test, this leg back from Dunkin' Donuts, super windy again, lots of headwind, but the V13, you know, because it's so damn big, it's hard to move it, so I'm feeling okay, and it's still pushing me, you know, 30 miles an hour plus, but it is definitely windy. Braking on this feels a little on the slow side, but I have the pad so far up that I'm not. I can't lean back that well because I need so much room in the front, so it's probably more the fact of the pads. Yeah, we're back on the trash mission. We are trying to successfully throw away the cup, while moving. Oh man, I failed again. Shit, no, I heard it hit the ground that time. All right, we have to go back. Nobody likes a litter bug, right? Here we go. Okay. What's that? It's called an electric unicycle.
Ow.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Okay. There we go. Mission successful. I'm tired from working this thing. Of course, I also did my big jump video earlier. You may have seen my video where I jumped 4 of my suspension wheels off of a ramp I've had for like a year that I never used. Yeah. That's the problem. I would not be able to stop in a hurry with the way I have these pads right now, because if you look, you can see like my calves are against that back pad already. So unless I'm doing a bent stop, I can't slow down quickly very well. All right, almost home. I think I'll do like one quick lap around the park and then call it good. And then we will wrap this up. Very interesting ride. I knew the V13 was fast, but I don't know. So I didn't quite expect what I got here. Thanks. So this gives me a little bit of an opportunity just to work on the agility here with the big Wampin wheel. I mean, I can tell already. I'm handling it better than I did, within the first 15 minutes. But it definitely requires an adjustment to your riding style. At least for me, it does. That's not a big deal. Most wheels feel different in some way, so there's always an adjustment period. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Trolley handle on this, it's good. Feels good. Feels more substantial than what's on the Sherman S, that's for sure. So where can I park this thing without it falling down? Not a lot of options. Hold on. Okay, so let's look at some stats here. The onboard display shows that I'm at 54% battery. And you may recall that I said that when I left, I was at 97%. So that means that we use approximately 43% of the battery on that trip. On that trip, the total mileage the app says is 25.7 miles. Again, probably a little bit high. It's probably closer to maybe 22, 23 miles. So 23 miles, 43% battery used. Okay, sounds in line. A lot of people are saying like because I rode fast. I mean, this thing just wants to go fast. And you heard people saying, 50-ish miles if you're running at a high speed is not unusual. So it'll be interesting when I do my range test. It's interesting, the motherboard, evidently it's running super cool. 99 degrees it shows is the temperature on the motherboard right now. Super cool, so that's good. Cool running wheel. The Raptor controller that they made such a fuss about evidently runs pretty cool. So what are my initial impressions? Whew. It's a fast wheel. It's a fast wheel. It's a heavy wheel. I'm gonna need some more ride time to get accustomed to moving this thing around at slower speeds. But it's impressive. The combination of the weight, the 22-inch form factor, and the powerful motor makes this probably the most, without a question, it's the most stable wheel at speed that I've ever ridden. I can tell you that already. And I'm sure I will have more chances to test that, but it is super stable, very confidence inspiring, at least doing straight line speed, without a doubt, on a hard surface. So this is going to be the first of many, many videos that I'm going to be shooting on this. Big thanks to Jason at eWheels for including me in the demo tour of the V13. Much appreciated. It's been a while since I've gotten to do that, and I really do appreciate it when I'm included. So thank you, Jason. As far as other tests I'll be doing, I'll probably be doing similar stuff. I'll be doing a range test. I'll be doing a high-speed test. I was thinking about taking it to the swamp maybe, although the idea of trying to maneuver in the swamp with this thing is a little scary, but maybe. I was thinking about going down to Marco, doing that hill test that I've done before with the V11 and the V12, where it's like 2.5 miles of nonstop, just back and forth over a steep hill down there. See if I can get this thing to warm up at all. That might be an interesting test, but we'll see. I have some time to think about it, and I'll see you at the live stream tonight, even though you won't see this video probably before the live stream, but oh well. So that's all I got, guys. Thanks for coming along with me, and until next time, I didn't say my stuff. Shit. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Big shout out to my channel members. Right here they are. If you want to be a channel member, just hit the join button down below. It'll tell you the benefits. Super inexpensive and much appreciated. It's a great way to support the channel. Feel free to leave your comment suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. If you don't want to be a member, you could at least like the video, or you could become a subscriber if you're not a subscriber. And if you subscribe, you can hit the notify bell, which is over there somewhere, to let you know of all live streams, new videos, and all that kind of great stuff. And this outro is all effed up, but oh well, shit happens. So that's all I got, guys. Hope you have a great weekend. Until next time, Duffman out. Guess I need to get this inside for the live stream, right? So how easy is it to maneuver it up over a step? Probably pretty easy. Oh, it's not bad.